I am Ripper the Clown, the unpredictable cartoon character come to life, and a few days ago Daniel Bryan retired. And in the interim, I've developed a few reflections and observations, not just about the retirement speech, but about Daniel Bryan's career. Now, obviously, during the retirement speech, we could all tell that Daniel Bryan loves wrestling. You gotta respect that about the guy. He said the word wrestling during his speech at least 2 dozen times. And we all know it's a big WWE no-no. You're not supposed to mention the word wrestling, even though WWE stands for World Wrestling Entertainment. And I thought that took guts. It was almost like Daniel Bryan was jabbing the guys in the back a little bit. And I really appreciated that. But all that said, I've personally never been a big fan of Daniel Bryan's. And, Bryan, he's had a lot of great matches with William Regal. I have to say that. I met Bryan a few years ago. He was a very nice and humble guy. I told him I loved his matches with William Regal, and he seemed genuinely touched that I would mention that series of matches. Because, let's face it, William Regal is he's an amazing performer. He always has been. He's underrated, underappreciated, and unsung. And when people mention, wrestlers mention their great matches, they may have had 5-star matches with William Regal left and right, but they always seem to mention the matches they had with freaking John Cena and freaking Batista and Randy Orton. So I also appreciate the fact that Daniel Bryan mentioned William Regal during that speech. He barely mentioned any of the guys in the back, and he mentioned William Regal. And I thought, as a big William Regal fan, that meant a lot to me. But I just can't explain it. Like CM Punk, I never really got Daniel Bryan. And I know people over the years have compared him to Chris Benoit and Eddie Guerrero and William Regal, but I'd rather just watch Eddie Guerrero, William Regal, Fit Finlay, or Chris Benoit. And yeah, I said the B word, the Benoit word, but so I just never really got Daniel Bryan. And watching his speech, you may disagree with me. This may piss you off again, but I got the feeling, watching the crowd and seeing their reaction, that it wasn't Daniel Bryan who was over. It was the yes chant that's actually over. And I thought that for a long time, even, months ago, years ago, way before the retirement speech on Monday. I've always thought that the reason Daniel Bryan is over is not because of the talent he exhibits in the ring, because again, he is a good talent. I just never got it and never really enjoyed it, except for, select matches, like I said, with William Regal. But that yes chant, that one word, is what somehow, for some reason, made a connection with the WWE fans. And all the talent aside that he has, without that one word chant, I really don't think that Daniel Bryan would have excelled in the WWE as he has. And I don't know, just watching that retirement speech and the reaction from the crowd, it just really solidified that belief that I've always had, that the yes chant is why he was over and nothing more. I also think that we're probably going to have Daniel Bryan thrown into the 2016 Hall of Fame here really quickly, not unlike they did with Edge. As soon as he retired, they just, boom, threw him in the Hall of Fame, which I never really think Edge should have been in the Hall of Fame whatsoever, but, Anyway, I also tend to think that within 6 to 9 months, Daniel Bryan will be Bryan Danielson again. He'll probably be working in the Indies, Ring of Honor, maybe even TNA. So, hey, those are the observations straight from the clown himself. Check out Ripper the Clown's Pop Culture and Pro Wrestling Comedy channel on YouTube.